Hey guys, welcome along to this circuit class. For those that don't know me, my name is Dave Cross and I'm the Group Exercise Program Manager and Master Trainer for PureGym. So today's circuit class, as always, is a nice traditional old-fashioned circuit style class where we're just going to go through a sequence of exercises, in fact 10 exercises, all varied between strength training, some speed work with some cardiovascular elements in there, and of course some core training as well. With the strength elements, you are going to need access to some form of resistance, so I'm fortunate to have access to some dumbbells. If you've not, then it might be weight plate, kettlebells, cans of food, anything that you can securely, safely hold on to that's going to give you an effective workout. So have that nearby. You've got a little bit of space. It's not too dynamic today, but you will need, again, a little bit of space, some appropriate footwear, and you make sure that you're fit and well and ready to do this. So we're going to get our bodies warm. Let's start our activity trackers if you're doing it. Let's crack on. All right, so this type of workout, again, it's kind of at your own pace. So everything we do, we're going to try and work to a particular amount of time. Our first round is going to be 45 seconds of work. But for now, we've got a couple of minutes to get warm. Take your feet wide, and you got it. Squat. Oh. Okay, so time to freshen up the legs just a little. Sit the hips down and back. Chest pops up. Abs are braced. And I think by now, whether it be a number of weeks, months, maybe even up to 12 months that you've been doing these workouts with us, you kind of know a lot about what we're going to say in terms of the coaching cues, tips as to how to move really well. Now, if you feel good, squat just a little faster. You don't have to work to the beat, and today is going to be, like I said, all based around your speeds. Good. Now, adding a little bit of impact, jack. Now, the feet land wide, plant the heels to the floor. Again, keep your chest up nice and tall. If you're taking out impact today, stay with the squat, but keep it pacey. Pacey, there you go. Now, keeping with the theme of warming up the lower body, we're going to sit into some lunges in 5 seconds. So take a long, alternating lunge back. Feel a good stretch around the hips. Got a good proud posture again. Heart rate's lifting nicely. And you're kind of happy to do this exercise, right? You're pleased knowing that you're going to complete this workout in the next 30 minutes. Push-ups. Yeah, why not? Come to the floor, hands wide at your own pace, chest drops, go. So abs are braced again. The hands are just slightly wider than your chest, and that allows the chest to lower lots. Another 15 seconds, right where you are. 4, 3. Let's pick up the heart rate on your feet. Jog. Warm-ups want to be nice and simple, but sort of receptively bringing your heart rate up. Progressive as well, but also it familiarizes you with the movements ahead. So do this. Knees come up and forward. And then start to add some pace. Yes. 4, 3, 2. Happy? Me too. Me too. Okay, workout begins. A little sip. Now, I forgot my towel today, which is okay. That's all right. I'll just run off halfway through, get my blue towel, do what I need to do. But sip, drink, do what you need to do in between your workouts. So like I said earlier, we've got 45 seconds of training. In circuit 1, it's 45 seconds of training, 30 seconds of rest, which gives you an idea that I want the 45 seconds to be quite big. But throughout those 30 seconds, we're breathing, we're also learning about what the next movement's going to be. So move 1, lower body focused. We're going to need 1, or you can use 2 weights, it's completely up to you. A sumo squat position, so your feet are going to go wide, turn out your toes. It's this. Chest is high, double squat, pulse and stand. All right, if you're holding the weights down in between your legs, try to pin your shoulders back and your chest high. So that's going to get you to sit down deep into the hips. 45 seconds of that, starting in 10. Ooh. Let's get our groove on, shall we? Let's get our groove on. Double squat, go. So your priority with this move is to find depth in your hips. Push your knees forwards and out to the corners. Arms want to hang long. If this feels awkward, you can always hold the weight up at your chest. That's fine. Whatever's going to get you through this movement better. So we've got 15 seconds. Sink deep and push through the floor. Last 5. Good. Move 1 done. Move 2, come down to the ground. You've got 30 seconds. Now check it out. In a plank position with your hands, they're going to stay under your shoulders the whole time. It's your feet that move. Watch. A plank position, feet go out, knees come forward so your feet are wide, back and in. Watch again faster. Out, forward, back, in. Out, forward, back, in. If you're going to do 1 leg at a time, that'll still train you hard. Go. So we're getting our heart rate up whilst training core. If you're hitting single leg, out, forward, back, in. Out, forward, back, in. Or on your knees, follow the same pattern. Doesn't matter how fast or slow you go as long as it's challenging you. 20 seconds. As you're moving, only try to isolate through the legs. So you're trying to keep your shoulders and your hips relatively still. So if I was watching you, would I see your hips bounce up and down? Hopefully not. Stay really strong and stable. Stop. Onto your feet. Oh, I need a towel already. Okay, now watch this. We're going to jack out with a double bounce. So both feet land wide, then go 1, 2, wide, 1, 2. So it's 2 small bounces, it's not a squat, but try to take off the floor so it feels quite agile. 6 seconds. Wide, narrow, narrow, wide, narrow, narrow, go. Now in the core work that you just did, if that was quite a tough move to get you out of breath, let this one be the one that gets you out of breath. And to do that, you might want to go faster. Again, chest is up, shoulders are back. And don't worry, this isn't a taste of things to come with loads of squats. I know a lot of you think I'm obsessed with squats. I'm really not. But we all know the benefit of a squat, don't we? Good shape on the legs, good strength in big muscles of the body. Time. Come down to the floor. Upper body training with a push-up. Now the difference with this push-up is we're going to slow things right down. So hands just slightly wider than shoulders. Watch this. Body pushes forwards. We're going to go nice and slow with a little drive to the top. So please take your time, especially on the way down. This is going to fatigue you pretty quick. Let's go. Now I'm not going to count it for you. I'm going to rely on you and trust you to lower slower. You can feel your chest expand as you lower down. And of course, if you're brave, try and lift the knees. Oh. Even if, and you can try this one, even if you lift your knees on the way down, and then it's too much so you have to drop the knees to rise, awesome. Last seconds. Ha. Oi, good. On your feet. Woo. So we're almost at move 5. Back to cardio, back to speed. The number is 4. 4 high knee runs. Now watch. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to tap the inside of your ankle. So there's a slight turn of the hip. 4 and 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now if that feels a bit awkward, you don't have to twist and tap. Stay with a high knee, or 4 high knee, 4 heel flick. Regardless of what you're choosing, choose the movement that's going to get your heart rate up, get you moving fast. So if that slows you down, don't do it. Do what's good for you. On the tap, try and stay tall and lifted. If you're hunching forward to tap the ankle, then just lose the tap. Even if you just slightly twist, you're cool. Breathe, you're halfway through. Grab 2 small weights. We're gonna hit shoulders. 20 seconds to breathe, watch. So starting tall, tip forward, rear raise, stand, lower down to the center. Watch again. Tip forward, raise, stand, lower. Ready? Nope. Go. Tip, raise, stand, lower. Complete strength training for most of the heads of the deltoid. So your shoulders get a great load here. Of course, if you need to, take 1 raise, stand, and 1 lat raise and stand. You only need to lift your weights to shoulder height. Oh, kind of wish I got a can of beans in my hand now. Oh. 5 seconds. Good. You can keep the weights or go to heavier weights. Single leg deadlift training. Either way, you're going to need 2. Check it out. Alternating leg, tip forward, opposite leg lifts. But the hands stay either side of your front leg. Back is long, hinging at the hips. Oh, it's a sweaty one today. Go. Take your time. Slow and controlled right now. Hips and shoulders square to face me. Then square to face the floor. Ha! You could do this with no weight in your arms. Hinging at the hips. Oh, feels like I'm crying. Oh. 15 seconds. Feel that length and stretch down the back of the leg. 3 seconds. Stop, weights down. I'm going to need a towel down in a minute, I tell you. Woo. It's pouring off me. Come and lie down on your front. Frog's legs with your feet. Heels together, toes fanned out. You're going to press your heels together and hold them as you hit a lat pull down, but of course you're lying on your front, so it's more of a pull back. Chest lifts, thighs lift. Go. Can you permanently, keep going, can you permanently squeeze your heels together? Can you? Try it. Your toes are out, your knees are out, but you're pressing your feet together. At the same time, trying to get your thighs off the ground. There's only a small movement. Whoa. Glutes, lower, mid, and even a bit of upper back training now. Still squeezing those heels together. 5 seconds. On your feet, with or without your weights. My floor is drenched. My floor is drenched. reverse lunge twice with a knee lift. So holding your weights or without. 1, lift, 2, lift, and switch. 10 seconds. Oh, we chose 10 moves. Why 10? Choose a leg, step it back twice. Lift the knee, then touch down, change legs. 1, lift, 2, lift, switch. With control. Knee forward of the hip. 15 seconds. Now I'm a little bit scared of what's about to happen because I know and you don't. 3 seconds. Weights down. Last move. Did you see the still, the photo of this workout? Hands behind your head. It's a prisoner run. Elbows out wide. High knee run for 45 seconds, keeping chest up. Try to keep your hands where they are. I'll talk you through the benefits in a minute. Go. So your knees are as high as you can get them. The reason why I'm asking you to put your hands behind your head, normally, if and when you run with your arms as well, don't you? You don't run like that. You use your arms because it helps the aid and the power of the run. So by taking them out of the equation, keeps you training harder. If you need to flick the heels back for a few reps, do it. But try to lift those chests and open those arms. Come on now. Accelerate. Good work. Rest. Reset timer. Pause music. Calm yourself down. All right. You got a good minute to 90 seconds recovery time while I desperately get a towel and change my timer. So before it was 45 to 30. Now we know the movements. I'm going to make that 30-second rest a little shorter and popping it to 15. All right, so you got another 45 to 60 seconds. Breathe, suck in air. Towel. You know how to do that sort of like almost a nervous, giggly laugh. It's just because, well, just because I can, but it's to get me through it. Drenched, absolutely drenched. I told you, I promised you it was going to be a good one. Okay, that's a super, super strong start. So we're halfway through the workout. So we'll go all of that again, but we're going to fly through it faster. The work periods of time are still 45 seconds, but our rest, like I said, is down to 15 now. So with 10 moves, a minute for each round, 45, 15, that leaves you with 10 more minutes of training. We've hit 18 minutes now. Perfect timing, perfect timing. Let's say 30 seconds from now, we can restart. Let's give you some music again, shall we? Don't want that awkward silence. Whoa. Suck in some air. A couple of little sips of your water. Not sure if this towel is going to do me for the next 10 to 12 minutes, but hey, let's prep to hit it all again. 45, 15. There it is. Okay, 15 seconds and we'll start. Grab your 1 or 2 weights for the double squat pulse. Feet are wide, 10 seconds. Remember, you can choose if you want to hold the weights up high on your chest. Doesn't matter. My focus for you is hitting the legs twice. Double squat pulse, feet wide, go. There's some versatility in what you're doing as well. If you want the calves to have an extra little play along, you can lift the heels at the top. If you've got a little extra energy running in the legs. Your choice. I'm not going to. 20 seconds. Fast-paced music, eh? I don't necessarily want you to do these movements really quick though. Get under control. 5 seconds. Last one. Good. On the floor. Plank position. Remember the feet. Out, forward, back and in. Both legs ideally. Or take a single leg approach. Go. When the knees come forward, try to keep the hips at the same height as where they started, as opposed to this. Yeah? Bend the knees down so the hips get closer to the floor. Single leg is an option as well. More blue towel, please. No? Anyone? More? No? Okay. Cheers. 10 seconds. Good. On your feet. Soaking floor. Jack, double bounce. Out, in, out, in. On the double bounce in the middle, try to get your heels off the floor. So you're increasing your agility. The speed in which you can take off gets faster. So plant the heels, then lift, lift. Yeah? Cardio is now up. If it's not, do what you're doing faster. 10 seconds. 5. Oh, yeah. Ground. Slow push-ups. Do a bit longer recovery, really, couldn't we? Hands wide. Slow down. If you're lifting up quick, try and lower straight back down again. So the chest is now always recruited. Muscles are firing permanently. Knees or toes. You don't need to be a hero. If you're on your toes but you're only coming down halfway, I'm going to tell you to put your knees down. It's not failing. It's moving it your best possible way. 10 seconds. Oh man. Oi. Come back on your feet. Running. 4 high, 4 tap. Or just 45 seconds of any style running. Any style. Go. Do the Phoebe run. If you don't know that, we can't be friends. Sorry. I'm still here. I'm still here. Five seconds. Oh. Small weights. Shoulders. Tip forward, rear raise. Stand up, lat raise. Stability in your shoulders. Come on, hold on strong. Oh. How does it feel standing up whilst keeping your shoulders out? 10 seconds. 5. Single leg deadlift. Same weight, heavier weight, lighter weight, no weight. Anything will do. Single leg. One leg stands, one leg swings back. But now you've got to use your shoulders to keep your posture up. Don't let the heavy weights hang you down. No, stay tall, please. Stay tall. Like you're proud doing what you're doing. If you've got any branding on your t-shirt, I still want to see it. So stay upright, even as you hinge forward. 10 seconds. On the floor. Frog's legs, put the heels together, turn the toes out, the knees out. And pull back with the arms and elbows. Go. Now it's at this point here when everything in your posterior chain works. So it's the mid and upper back. Pull those rhomboids all the way back and down, and then squeeze the lats in toward the spine, and that should connect into the glutes. So fire everything and then reach forward. Even if it's going to help you to the end, to let your legs straighten. The toes are connected to the floor. That's okay as well. But that extra little pinch just connects everything together, that back chain. 10 seconds. Come on. Press those heels together, team. Grab your weights. Reverse lunge twice with a knee lift. 2 reps. Switch. I'm starting to smile now. Why? No, not because the last move is the hardest, but because we're almost there. Can you step back further so your back leg will bend more? Then your front thigh becomes more parallel to the ground. 10 seconds. Last one. Hands up and behind your head. See you in 45. Go. Raise those knees, team. Raise those knees. Accelerate. 30 seconds on the clock. Don't slow down now. Don't slow down now. No, not yet. Come on, power through. 20 seconds. Last 10. Here we go. Here we go. Time. I could not agree more. You know, when you think at the end, why on earth does this never get easier? Well, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Whilst we're stretching, shake out arms and legs, pick up one foot. The reason why it should never really feel, from an intensity point of view, easier is because you might end up doing more resistance training. You might lift heavier weights. You might do more reps. You might do better reps. Even if 1 week you did 10 reps of something, week 4 you did 10 reps. Those last 10 reps are probably going to be better than the first. More range, more conscious recruitment of the muscles. Change legs. It's also quite likely that the last 20 seconds of me talking just then went straight in one ear and out the other, which is okay. But all you need to think about is it shouldn't really ever feel easier. You're just upping your game and getting better at each move. Therefore, your activity and your intensity is still going to be as high. So bear that in mind. It's just increasing your capacity. Open out your arms. It's about pushing those boundaries, those barriers get higher and higher and further away. I don't know why I'm still talking. No. Reach forward. Help me. Help me. All right, a little stretch for the back. Hands on your thighs. Look at my knees. Hands on your thighs. Lift the mid back. Wow. 33 minutes in. Little shake. Rotate. All right. Well done, team. Thank you so much for joining me in all these workouts for that particular circuits workout. A great effort as always. You can find more workouts similar to that on our PureGym app, or you can go back to any of these ones again and again and again. It's completely up to you, but they're there for you, as are we. So thanks ever so much again, guys, for joining me. Take care. See you again next time.